Welcome back to Stocklabs for another market recap. We are just about through with November already. So it's Thanksgiving weekend. Hope everybody had a happy, healthy time off. Got to spend it with friends, family, however you celebrate the holiday. And for markets, it was kind of a non-trading week. Everything kind of died down and traders more or less didn't participate. There was some action on Monday. It was like decent up day, but then after that, like Tuesday, Wednesday, more or less nothing. Thursday market was closed, and Friday market might as well have been closed. There was an abbreviated session, but there wasn't a whole lot going on. So for the week, Dow led up 1.3%. S&P up 99 basis points, Qs up 90 basis points, IWM up 0.5%. We had TLT flat to down, and crude was flat. And what did I miss? Gold had a nice week, up 1%. And if we look at the mega cap leaders, Microsoft up 2%, new all-time high. Amazon up 1%, Google up 1%, Meta up a little less than 1%, Tesla up 0.5%, Apple flat, and Nvidia down 3%. Nvidia on their earnings call, which their quarterly earnings were fine, but then they were talking about there's some issues, that could affect the growth rate going forward around China and sanctions and whether they're going to be able to sell chips in that market or whatever. I mean, everybody knows that these things get worked around. They run stuff through other countries and everything. But, they did bring it up as a potential factor. So, yeah, decent week. If we look at industries to get a sense of breadth, we have green across the board. Tech up 0.7. Healthcare was the leader, up 1.4. Services up 1. But on a median basis, a lot of stuff underperformed kind of the indices. Gold was up 4%, but we don't have a single sector up 5%. And on the downside, we have one sector down 5%. So, not a whole lot of movement within the market under the surface. Doesn't seem like everything kind of lifted, like I mentioned, on Monday, and then sort of just moseyed on the rest of the week. So if we look at breadth by market cap, we've got 1 to 5 billion up 94 basis points. 5 to 10 billion up 1.1%. 10 to 50 billion up 1.15%. 50 to 100 billion up 1.16%. And 100 billion plus up 1.09%. So looks like just about everything from 5 billion and up was up 1.1% ish, or a little more. So decent week overall. Again, like I mentioned, not going to read too much into it just because of it being a holiday shortened week and traders not really participating overall. So we don't want to really take it as too much of a signal at this time. Intelligence for this week, high beta bear. So this would kind of be bearish IWM. Got tech bull. ETF is bullish, so bullish tech. We've got Meta bullish, and we've got another tech ETF bullish. Okay, not a whole lot to go off of with that. We'll flip it around to downside. Okay, VIX is bearish. Cannabis is bearish. Bonds, I think this is long bonds, or is it short bonds? I think it's short bonds. Let me just double check. Okay, TBT short bonds is bearish, so be bullish bonds this week. China is bearish. We got bear tech is bearish. So bullish tech, bullish or bearish natural gas. We've got drip. This is bear. Oil and gas producers is bearish. So bullish oil and gas producers. Gold miners bearish. Russell bearish. China bearish. Oh, this is ultra short. China is bearish. So bullish China, and maybe this is bullish. I don't know. It kind of cancels out China. Nobody trades China anyway. Crude oil is bear. Crude is bearish. So bullish crude. Ultra short oil and gas is bearish. So bullish oil and gas, and Brazil bearish. So yeah, there's quite a bit more on here than there was on the bull side, but I don't think really your narrative, you're going to deviate too far from the current 2023 narratives, which is everyone's going to ape into tech at one point or another before the end of the year. I kind of am of the opinion that there's going to be a little bit of a pullback. Could be into the end of the month. I mean, market's up big month to date. We've got Q's up 11%, IWM up 9 is best month for IWM, probably going back to COVID, off the COVID lows. We've got S&P up 9%. So, I mean, if we sagged for 2, 3, 4 days into the end of the month, it wouldn't surprise me at all before the buying resumed on December 1st and everybody started preparing for the proverbial Santa rally. So yeah, I mean, again, past week, really not much participation, not whole lot to go off of, but just for me, I wouldn't like knock down the doors to buy at the current index prices. Kind of just like hang back and wait for something that at least looked a little more favorable. So that's it from me. Hope you guys have a good week out there and that you enjoyed the past weekend and time off. So talk to you later. Bye.